Please read and pay attention to the disclaimer on this slide. The price-to-earnings ratio isn't limited to just analysing current earnings. Forward-looking valuation metrics, such as the price-to-future earnings ratio, are often more critical for investors. The price-to-future earnings ratio utilises projected future earnings rather than past earnings to gauge the stock's value. This method offers insight into how much investors are willing to pay today for anticipated future earnings, reflecting the market's forward-looking nature. Let me explain this important concept further using Microsoft as an example. Consider Microsoft's current share price of $376.04. If you buy a share at this price, based on 2023 earnings per share of $9.68, the purchase equates to paying 39 times current earnings per share. Now let's calculate the future price-to-earnings ratios. Wall Street analysts are projecting Microsoft to grow its earnings by 14% in 2024, which means the $9.68 in earnings per share will grow to $11.04 per share. So, if investors bought shares at today's price of $376.04, they paid 34 times 2024 estimated earnings. The price paid is based on the share price at the time of purchase. If investors don't sell the stock, their cost basis is fixed at their purchase price. As Microsoft's earnings per share grow in the future, the ratio of what investors paid for shares to its earnings shrink as those earnings grow. In 2025, the company is expected to grow earnings by 14% again. That means earnings per share will grow from $11.04 in 2024 to $12.59 in 2025. At the stock price today of $376.04, the shares are trading at 30 times 2025 expected earnings, down from 34 times for 2024 earnings. The fact that a stock's valuation, as measured by its price-earnings ratio, shrinks over time due to earnings growth means that growth exerts a powerful upward force on stock prices over the long term. We're going to discuss this further. Just remember, forward earnings estimates are not guaranteed to be accurate. Pay attention to this slide because it provides important insight into the art of investing. Let's talk more about the power of growth. We're going to compare two companies, a fast-growing space company and a slow-growing cement company. Both companies earned $1 per share in 2023, but the space company is trading at $15 per share, while the cement one is trading at $10. That means the space company trades at 15 times earnings, while the cement one trades at 10 times. On that basis, the space company looks like it's 50% more expensive than the cement one. However, as you look out into the future years, the price-earnings premium that the space company trades above the cement company shrinks every year because it's growing its earnings faster. By 2025, the space company will trade at a lower 8 times price-earnings multiple than the 9 times for the cement company. So, despite paying a 50% premium today to invest in the faster-growing company, over the long run, the more expensive stock turned into the least expensive one. I'm going to let you in on a secret. There's a formula that can accurately predict future stock prices. There's just one problem. You need to predict the future earnings and the future price-earnings ratio for the stock you're analysing. If you get those two things right, then you get the future stock price right. That's the math. In astronomy, scientists can predict the movement of celestial objects through the universe using the laws of physics with great certainty. In the investing world, trying to predict the future for stocks is more like trying to navigate your way out of a dark and dangerous cave. You may see the right path, but unforeseen events along the way can knock you off that path. Still, the formula for predicting future stock prices is a useful analytical tool, so I'm going to show you how to use the formula. A company's share price is determined by multiplying its earnings per share by its price-earnings ratio. This relationship holds true for future valuations as well. A company's projected share price can be calculated by multiplying its expected future earnings per share by its anticipated price-earnings ratio. So, If a company earns $4 per share in the future and its price-earnings ratio is 25, its share price will be $100. That calculation is simply 4 times 25. Despite the challenges of using the formula, it does provide a useful mental framework for thinking about different investment outcomes. Let's do 3 scenarios using this methodology to predict Microsoft's stock price 3 years into the future. As I said, there are 2 challenges to predicting future stock prices. There's the difficulty of predicting future earnings and the difficulty of predicting future price-earnings ratios. For simplicity, in this exercise, we will assume the future earnings estimates are accurate. In each of the scenarios, Microsoft will grow its earnings per share by 14% a year. So, 2023 earnings per share were $9.68. They're expected to grow to $11.04 per share in 2024, then $12.59 in 2025, and then grow again to $14.35 in 2026. That's 3 years of 14% growth. As we already calculated, at a stock price of $376.04, Microsoft shares are trading at 39 times 2023 earnings. Again, the calculation is the share price, 376.04, divided by the earnings per share number, which in this case is $9.68. For scenario 1, Microsoft's price-earnings ratio remains the same for the next 3 years, and earnings grow 14% per year. In 2026, earnings are projected to be $14.35. If the PE ratio at the end of 2026 is 39, the same as it is today, then the stock price at that time will be 14.35 multiplied by 39, or $559.65. That represents a 49% increase in share price over the next 3 years. It's important to note that in this scenario, the entire rise in stock price is caused by earnings growth. None of the share price appreciation comes from an increase in the PE ratio. For scenario 2, Microsoft's price-earnings ratio increases over the next 3 years, from 39 in 2023 to 50 in 2026. Since earnings per share are projected to be $14.35 at the end of 2026, the share price will be $717.50 at that time, or 14.35 multiplied by 50. That represents a 91% increase in share price from 2023. In this case, the projected appreciation in share price comes from both the growth in earnings and the increase in the PE ratio. This is the Goldilocks scenario, where you get the benefit of both earnings growth and an increase in valuation. Finally, scenario 3. In this case, Microsoft's PE ratio decreases over the next 3 years, falling from 39 today to 20 in 2026. Since earnings per share are projected to be $14.35 at the end of 2026, the share price will be $287 at that time, or 14.35 multiplied by 20. That represents a 24% decrease in share price from 2023 to 2026. Despite the fact that earnings per share are projected to grow by 48% over those 3 years, the stock price is lower at the end of 2026 because of the decline in the price-earnings ratio. It will more than offset the earnings growth. This scenario illustrates the danger of paying too high a price for the stock. Now that you understand the danger of declining future price-earnings ratios to future stock prices, the next question is obvious. How do you determine the likelihood that the price-earnings ratio for a stock might be lower in the future than today? It's not easy predicting future valuation ratios. In fact, it's not easy predicting anything in the future. For example, did you know that in the 1960s, many people predicted we'd have flying cars by now? That prediction, like many others, turned out to be wrong. So be careful about overly relying on any future forecast. You should know that many factors come into play to determine a stock's future price-earnings ratio, making the task of predicting it all the more difficult. One research method that investors use to tackle this question involves looking at historical price-earnings ratios for a company. Let's look at Microsoft's historical valuation range. Over the period presented, you can see that the highest price-to-earnings ratio that Microsoft traded at was 46 in 2018, and the lowest was around 16 in 2014. The company's valuation moved around quite a bit over the past decade. Microsoft's 10-year average price-earnings ratio is 31 times earnings per share. So, today's price-earnings ratio of 39 is quite a bit above the historical average levels. That's an important thing to know in terms of estimating the risks of a lower future price-earnings ratio.